paying for just a short little session on paying for college and applying for scholarships specifically through the Community Foundation. Thank you very much for being with us today. I think this particular session will be very helpful, not only for students looking for funding, but their parents and counselors that they work with at the high school and college level. So thank you very much for being with us. Let's get started. Just to give you a little bit of background on the Community Foundation and our scholarship program, we currently administer 135 different scholarship funds, totaling with assets of $12.5 million. Last year, we were able to award $350,000 in scholarships to students throughout North Central Wisconsin, and there were about 250 students that benefited from those scholarships. Many of the scholarships that we have, we work directly with the high schools that have students that are eligible to receive those scholarships. But in addition to that, we have 45 scholarships that have an application on our online application process. And those are the ones that I kind of want to focus on a little bit in our conversation today. Those are the ones that we really want to encourage students to apply for so that we can find some students that would be eligible to receive those awards. So what do we want to accomplish today? We just want to give you an idea where to begin your scholarship selection, your journey. You start with research. You get prepared to put a good proposal together, and we'll also talk about who are some of the contacts would be beneficial as you start your search for scholarships. So you begin with your school guidance office and Career Center. You'll get a nice listing of scholarships that are available through your school, as well as those scholarships that we have through the Community Foundation. Also would have you go online and just search the word scholarship and start looking for scholarships by going to our website. You're going to find some information there on the scholarship resources. That's also where you can review the scholarships that are available through the Community Foundation. And we'll talk about that in just a second, but go to cfoncw.org and then go to the Grants and Scholarship page and look under the scholarship excuse me, resources. If you have any questions, I am available as well. We make that known right from the beginning that I am here to answer any questions that you have regarding scholarships administered through the Community Foundation. When you're looking for scholarships that you might be eligible to apply for, just be aware that the donor has set up some very specific criteria for the scholarships that they have gifted to the community. Generally, they are arranged for a specific geographic area, whether that is the greater Wausau area, Marathon County, the state of Wisconsin, or a particular high school. That is the donor's choice, not ours. We definitely work with them on them. Sometimes they want a student that's going into a particular educational facility, such as UW-Madison or a state of Wisconsin school, or into a particular field of study like medicine or aviation or agriculture. So those are some of the things that you're going to want to look for in the application guidelines regarding which scholarships you would want to apply for. So we have tried to do the best that we can with all of the scholarships that we have. When you get to our website, this is one of the first things that you will see is the listing. It's a menu of all the scholarships that we administer. And what you will see is the name of the scholarship, what is the general type of student that we're looking for from a specific geographic area, and then what some of the specific criteria that that donor has set for us. When you look at the column on the right-hand side, you will see the application deadline. That will be really important. Make sure you get your applications in on time. When you see the word apply online, that means it is an application that we review through the Community Foundation office. So you click on that and you're going to get to the application um, uh, uh, portal to be able to put in an application. Underneath the word apply online, you see the word guideline. That gives you a little bit more information on that particular scholarship. It will let you know why the donor set that scholarship up, what the criteria for it is, and there's just a little bit more information when you look at the guideline sheet of each of those scholarships. So take the time to look at those. So the first thing you're going to do, and this is something we may be a little late in the year, but you still have time to do this. I recommend that students start doing this part of your scholarship preparation early in your senior year, or maybe even in your sophomore or junior year. You're going to want to start building a list of the extracurricular activities that you are involved in. We do have a form on our website. Just download that and keep a running list of the activities that you participate in. Almost every application that we accept will need that extracurricular form. We also will be asking for your transcript of grades. Most committees do like to have your senior year first quarter or first, excuse me, they do like to have your first semester grades as well. So it might be something that you have to wait until early February to include that on your application. Feel free to do that. But reference letters, start working with your teachers, counselors, maybe your employer, maybe it's someone from the community that knows you well. Start putting some reference letters. Many of the applications that we have will ask for two letters, oftentimes from someone from the school. Sometimes that second one, they're actually looking for someone in the community to provide a reference for you. Some are very specific that they would like an employer to provide you with a reference letter. So when you get into the application and the reference letters are asked for, make sure that you provide the kind of reference that the applicant or that the donor is looking for. We do have one scholarship application process that specifically does ask for an employer reference. And if you do not provide an employer reference, your application is automatically disqualified for consideration. So some of those things, those little details like that are really important to the committee. So make sure that you follow those directions. So when you get into the application, you go through the menu and you start choosing the applications that you want to apply for. Just read and follow directions. It's just a matter of answering each question as you go along. The final bullet point to provide clear and accurate information is really important. Just talking in plain English that the committee is going to enjoy reading your application, and they're going to get a real good sense of who you are as a student and as an applicant for that particular scholarship. So that's your way of introducing yourself to the review committee. So it's important that you take some time to put a good proposal together. And so just make sure that in your applications, you are honest. If you see an application that is asking for students that are going into the medical field, and you truly are going into the medical field, please do apply for that scholarship. But then if you see another application specifically for people going into the education field and you choose to fill that one out as well, just know that we do in our office know that that you have claimed two different areas of interest, and that will probably be discussed within the committee. So be honest with your application. What are your intentions today? Put those in there. So be consistent with the information that you put in your applications. Keep it simple. The review committees are looking at a lot of applications, but just find a way to stand out, make them think, well, this is the student that I really like. This is the one that I would like to receive the funding from this particular scholarship. Very important, submit by the deadlines. We are very strong on that. If we claim a deadline, we do expect the applications to be submitted by the date that they are due. So generally, that means if it's a February 15th deadline, anything that I receive by 11:59 that night would be reviewed by the committee. So it's a very simple process to apply. You just go to our website, cfoncw.org. And once you get in there, you're going to go to that grants and scholarship page, and you're going to go to the menu. You're going to find on that page, anywhere on the page where it says apply online, which will bring you to the second picture that you see on the screen. That is the application portal. Register yourself on the portal. And I do recommend that students use a personal email address. Do not use your school address, because a lot of the correspondence, a lot of the correspondence that we do with a student is through that email address that you provide for us. And some of that correspondence does happen during the summer after your senior year, when your school email address is no longer available anymore. It's not something that you will have access to. So if you use a Gmail, a Yahoo, or some type of account like that, a charter account, please use that rather than your school email address. That's pretty important. So then you are now registered on the portal. You're ready to apply for as many applications as you want to. You're going to get to another menu of applications, which is the screen that you're going to see on the right hand side of the slide here. You're going to see that, and on the top bar of the screen of your dashboard, you're going to see the word apply. You hit that word apply. That's where you're going to see all the different scholarships that you have an opportunity to apply for. So just apply, 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 apply. So once you've submitted your application, and remember, during that application process, I'm still available to answer your questions. The sooner you get those questions to me, the better. The day before an application due date, I'm usually pretty swamped with questions, and you're probably better off asking that question a week or 2 or 3 prior to the deadline. So the sooner you do that, the better. But once you've submitted your application, you just wait. You need to be patient. Once application is submitted to us, you will get an automatic reply from our system that says that we have received your application, and it will now be going to the selection committee for review. And if we have any questions, we will be circling back to you. This does happen. Occasionally, we receive some of your downloads that are in a format that our committee is unable to open. So please be available to answer those questions and get that information back to us as quick as possible, because we do want the committees to have as much information on you as possible when they're doing their review. So other than that, you just wait until your senior award ceremony. Generally, you attend your senior award ceremony, and someone from the donor family or the community foundation will be there to present the award to the students that have received it. Oftentimes that's a secret until the day of the award ceremony. So once the award ceremony is over, you will receive additional correspondence from the community foundation. If you are not a recipient, we send you this, sorry, you have not been selected to receive the scholarship, or you get the happy news that you have received the award. And the next slide will tell you how to receive your scholarship. The first thing we would like you to know is you have just received a gift. Scholarships are not something that are an entitlement to students. They are a gift that someone in the community has made available to you. So the first thing we would like you to do is to follow up with a thank you. And between the school or myself, we will provide you with an address to send in a thank you directly to the donor or through the Community Foundation office. So you've received a gift, so please take the time to say thank you. That's important to the donor. It makes them feel good. They love to know about the student that has received their scholarship. So then your summer is going to be busy, but you will be enrolling for classes during the summer. So once you have enrolled for classes, you provide our office with your proof of enrollment. That's all done back through our online system. You're going to go back through, you're going to provide your tuition bill, or you're going to provide us with your class schedule for the upcoming semester, and we will make a payment directly to the college or university that you plan to attend. So that's why it's really important for us to have that personal email address rather than a school email address, because we will continue to have that conversation with you while your scholarship is still active with us. So payment gets made to your college or university, and that should be credited to your account relatively quickly. Again, if you have any questions during that whole process, we are available at the Community Foundation to answer any of your questions. We're very excited about the upcoming scholarship season, and wish you all the best as you look for some scholarship funding.